You're rinsing your face after a nap. Maybe your lenses feel dry. Maybe you rubbed your eyes without thinking. Just a little irritation. Harmless, right? But what if it's not? What if that simple habit is quietly damaging your cornea, the clear outer layer that protects your eye and helps you see clearly? This is how corneal damage often begins in seniors over 60. Slowly, silently, and without any pain, until it's too late. In today's video, I'll uncover 3 surprisingly common routines that eye doctors say are slowly destroying senior corneas, plus what you can do today to reverse the damage before it affects your sight. Before we dive in, tap that like button and subscribe to Golden Aging Health, your go-to channel for science-based, senior-friendly wellness tips. Now, let's start with the #1 eye habit that seniors often mistake for just dryness, but that could quietly trigger corneal thinning and irritation.
Habit number 1, rubbing your eyes, even just once a day. Every morning you wake up, your eyes feel dry, maybe a little itchy. Instinctively, your fingers go straight to your face. You rub your eyes. It feels good for a second, but what you might not realize is even that light pressure is enough to cause tiny injuries to your cornea. Have you ever done it first thing in the morning or right before bed? Drop a comment below and tell us when it usually happens for you. You might be surprised how many others are doing the same thing without knowing the risk. As we age, the cornea becomes less resilient and slower to repair, according to the American Academy of Ophthalmology. That means what used to be harmless, like occasional rubbing, can now cause micro-abrasions or chronic inflammation. Think of it like this. Rubbing your eyes is like rubbing sandpaper on a camera lens. You might not notice the scratches at first, but over time, they blur your vision permanently. A 2021 study in the Journal of Clinical Ophthalmology found that regular eye rubbing was linked to a 38% increase in corneal surface damage in seniors, especially those with dry eye or seasonal irritation. Let me tell you about Patricia. She's 68, retired, lives in a quiet suburb with her dog Max and a garden she loves more than her morning coffee. Most days, she's up early, tending to roses, pulling a few weeds, watering the lavender along the fence. It's peaceful, it's grounding. But lately, something changed. Patricia started noticing a mild stinging in her eyes. Not pain, exactly, just irritation. A little blurry vision after gardening, a strange halo around the porch light in the evening. She chalked it up to the sun, maybe allergies, nothing serious. So she rubbed her eyes, gently of course, just a second or two, a few times a day. But over the next few weeks, the blurriness didn't go away. It got worse. And one night, walking Max, she realized she couldn't see the curb clearly under the streetlight. That scared her. A visit to her eye doctor revealed the truth. Tiny scratches, micro-abrasions on her cornea were scattering the light. What caused them? The gentle daily rubbing she thought was harmless. Here's what most seniors don't realize. As we age, the cornea becomes thinner, drier, and slower to heal. Even a light rub, especially with dry hands or over-the-counter eye drops that aren't truly lubricating, can trigger damage over time. The American Academy of Ophthalmology confirms this. Eye rubbing is a leading cause of preventable corneal damage in older adults, especially those with dry eye or seasonal irritation. What you must start doing immediately before your next blink causes real damage. Use artificial tears or preservative-free eye drops instead of rubbing. Apply a cool compress, not warm, if your eyes feel irritated or itchy. Talk to your doctor about possible dry eye syndrome, which affects 1 in 5 seniors. If allergies are the cause, ask about antihistamine drops that won't dry out your corneas. Next, I'll uncover a second cornea-damaging habit that most seniors do in bright sunlight without realizing it's slowly eroding their eye surface.
Habit number 2. Skipping sunglasses, even for just a few minutes. Just one step out the door, sunlight hits your face, and you squint. Maybe it's just to grab the mail, walk the dog, water the flowers. No need to pull out the sunglasses, right? That's what Martin thought. He's 68 now. Martin, a retired high school coach with a no-nonsense personality and a heart the size of Texas. Everyone in his neighborhood knows him for his daily power walks. Rain, shine, or wind, Martin laces up his sneakers around 3 p.m. and hits the trail behind his house. Even after retirement, he stayed sharp, reading the paper every morning, fixing things around the house, and keeping score at his grandson's baseball games. A model of healthy aging. But there was one habit he never thought twice about. He stopped wearing sunglasses. "I only really need them when I'm driving," he used to say. "No sense fussing with them for a short walk." At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. A little squint here, a blink there. Sometimes he'd shade his eyes with a baseball cap and move on with his day. But then things started to change. By evening, his eyes often felt gritty, like sand under his eyelids. The whites of his eyes turned pink more often than not. Watching TV became uncomfortable. Bright scenes made him wince, and his night vision seemed off. Glare from headlights would blur, even distort. Still, Martin didn't think much of it. "I figured it was just part of getting older," he later said. "You get a little more sensitive, right?" Then one morning, after a particularly sunny day, he woke up with red, watery eyes and a sharp pain like he'd been staring into a flashlight for hours. Reading was difficult. His eyes felt raw. His daughter, a nurse, insisted he see an optometrist. That appointment revealed something Martin hadn't expected. Early-stage photokeratitis, basically a sunburn on his cornea. But worse, his doctor also saw early corneal thinning, a condition that, if left unchecked, could lead to blurred vision, light sensitivity, and even long-term damage to the eye's protective outer layer. "I thought I was doing everything right," Martin told his doctor. "Turns out I'd been damaging my vision, a few minutes at a time, every day." According to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, exposure to UVA and UVB rays accelerates corneal aging, increases dry eye syndrome, and can lead to pterygium, a tissue growth that can obstruct vision. Even 5 to 10 minutes of unprotected exposure repeated daily can lead to microscopic damage that adds up fast. So how do you protect your eyes without overhauling your lifestyle? Eye health experts recommend wearing wraparound sunglasses labeled 100% UV protection or UV 400, keeping a pair by the door, in the car, or clipped to your bag, wearing a wide-brimmed hat during midday hours, choosing polarized lenses if you spend time near water or snow. Finally, I'll share a habit that happens while you sleep, but could be silently drying and scratching your corneas night after night. Stick around. It's the one habit most seniors overlook completely.
Habit number 3. Sleeping with a fan blowing on your face. Most people think dry eyes in the morning are from aging, or maybe just not enough water before bed. But what if the real problem is coming from your fan? That's right. The cool, quiet fan you use to fall asleep faster may be silently damaging the outer layer of your eyes. You see, while your tears protect and hydrate your cornea all day, your tear production slows down at night, especially after 60. This is perfectly natural.
But if a fan, heater, or even an overhead vent is aimed toward your pillow, it accelerates tear evaporation, drying out the eye's surface, which can leave your cornea unprotected, inflamed, and prone to tiny micro-scratches. So what happens? As your eyelids shift during sleep, especially during REM cycles, they may drag across a dry, fragile cornea, causing irritation by morning. Some seniors even wake up with their eyes glued shut, stinging, or extra sensitive to light. According to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, over 30% of older adults unknowingly suffer from nocturnal dry eye syndrome, often worsened by airflow at night. And the risk is even higher if you sleep with your eyes partially open, a condition called nocturnal lagophthalmos that becomes more common with age. Eleanor, a 71-year-old retired nurse, always slept with a small fan by her bed. It helped her drift off and masked neighborhood noise. But after a few months, she noticed her eyes were constantly irritated in the mornings. She'd assumed it was seasonal allergies. Then, one morning, she could barely open her left eye. It felt like sand was trapped inside. Her eye doctor found signs of corneal thinning and early erosion. And the culprit wasn't allergies. It was the constant airflow drying out her tear film night after night. He recommended a few changes, and within a week, Eleanor's eyes felt dramatically better. These may not just be age-related dryness. They could be signs that your cornea isn't getting the protection it needs at night. Let's talk solutions, because they're simple, and you can start them tonight. Turn your fan or AC away from your face. Aim it at your feet or wall. Wear a soft eye mask to create a moisture seal. Use lubricating eye gels or ointments, not just drops, before bed. Ask your doctor if your eyes partially open at night, a common treatable condition. Notice dry, gritty eyes when you wake up, especially after sleeping with a fan or AC nearby. Type "eyes" in the comments and share what's helped you feel better. Your advice might be exactly what another senior needs to sleep more comfortably tonight.
Let's take a moment to quickly recap the 3 surprising habits that experts say may be quietly damaging your cornea after 60. Wiping glasses with rough materials, skipping sunglasses during short outings, sleeping with direct airflow from fans or vents. Each of these habits may seem small, harmless, or even part of your daily comfort routine. But for seniors, especially those over 60, these normal actions can gradually compromise eye health, increasing your risk for blurred vision, corneal disease, and even preventable falls or injuries. You don't need expensive treatments or new prescriptions to protect your vision. Just a few simple, science-backed adjustments to your habits, like cleaning your lenses properly, shielding your eyes from UV rays, and adjusting your sleep environment, can make all the difference. Was this video helpful? Tap like, hit subscribe, and join our growing community here at Golden Aging Health, where we deliver practical, science-backed wellness tips designed especially for seniors. And if someone you care about wears glasses, walks in the sun, or sleeps next to a fan, share this video with them. You might just help them avoid unnecessary eye problems down the line. Want more expert-backed tips to protect your vision after 60? Be sure to explore our full Senior Eye Health playlist linked in the description, packed with insights to help you see and feel your best.